Okay, good morning everyone. This is Mary from Linbay Machinery. Today I will introduce you a hoist fast change octagonal tube roll forming machine production line. And this production line can produce 3 different sizes of octagonal tubes. It's 40, 60, and 73 sizes. And the biggest advantage, featured trait of this production line is the hoist fast change too. So you can see on my hand, this is one of the formed octagonal tube. It will work with the roller shutter slat or roller shutter door and the bottom bar and the guide rail to be a complete roller shutter system. And we are experienced in producing other parts of the system too. The thickness of this material is 0.6 to 0.8. It's quite thin. And this production line will include the decoiler and the punch press, the roll forming, then the flying saw cut. And the hoist fast change is the time for the changing is around 30 to 1 hour. After the first time you manipulate it, it will be much more simpler in the later using. And also you can see the configuration for this production line is not very simple, but it's customized to your needs and the budget. Okay, now let's have a look at the details. So for each production line, we usually start with the uncoiler. Here we adopt a 3-ton hydraulic decoiler. The biggest advantage of a hydraulic decoiler is it can save us the manpower cost and also keep the machine work steadily and smoothly without any pause. And we can have a lower configuration, which is a manual decoiler too. the same way. It's according to our customer's budget and requirement. So, and after this, there will be a limit sensor on the ground. This is for avoiding the damage to the coil and also the machine. If the speed of the decoiler and the punch press is not on the same level, it's not the same, so it is to coordinate the step between these two machines. If the coil is too length or too short, the limit sensor will feel it and stop feeding the coil, and in this way to avoid the damage to the machine. So after the limit sensor, here on the ground is two modes for the punch press. There's also another mode in the punch press, which is the 40 size, and this is the punch press. The tonnage of it is 25 tons, and the punch times is around 35 to 50 times per minute. You can see a punch press, the most advantage cheat of it is it can keep the machine work very fast and regularly once we set the mode. And the hoist change will require it to change the mode every time we change the size too. And also the decoiler, because we will change the feeding coil weights of the size. And also there will be a separate control cabinet for the punch press. There will be a control cabinet for the punch press too, but we will design it to cooperate with our whole line too. And when the size change, we will need to change the step distance of the punch press too on the PLC board. It's very convenient for our manipulation. And we will show it working station, which working state in our later videos too. And also how to change the mode by the crane too in our later videos. So after the punch press, there comes to our roll forming part. Here we adopt the iron cast and the gearbox drive. This is the universal joint connection for the gearbox and the iron cast. The iron cast structure is poured in one piece, so it's very stable and very durable. Also, it's very favorable for our later maintenance. It's the nowadays strongest way to frame the whole line to bearing this high load of work. And then it's the gearbox. The gearbox, you can see the gearbox is very regularly placed, lined up here, and it's very beautiful. You think so? And this is also the same reason for the iron cast. It can supply much more stable power for the whole line's working, and also very easy to maintain for our business. Then, and this universal giant is easy to installation too. We will show it in our later videos too, to show you how to install it and uninstall it. So the hoist fast change is to change the forming station. We can count it here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost about 6 forming stations. We will use the crane machine to change these 6 forming stations to here. This have 2 line up station. This is the 60 size and the 70 size. So when we change the forming station, it also means we change the forming size. Now I will explain the most steps for the hoist fast change. So first we will need to change this screw arbor. We can unscrew here, then take it out, change the another size screw arbor. Then we will unscrew the screws here for the forming stations. Use the crane to lift it up and change it to that forming stations. Then we will need to change the decoiler, the steel coil, and the punch press mode. Then the punch press data on the PLC board. Mostly it's the step distance for the punch press. Then we can debug the machine for another size. So after this hoist fast change and the forming station, we will come to our final saw cut part. This is a hydraulic flying saw cut. The flying cut is very fast. It can cut the tube without a pause, so we can increasingly upgrade the whole production rate by adopting the flying cut. And it will require a servo motor to supply the power for it too. Then it's the hydraulic cut. A hydraulic cut, it can make the cutting surface more smooth and no burrs, more beautiful, and it's also very important for our business too. Then the saw cut is very favorable for cutting a closed tube. It won't make any deformation to the tube. It's also for the beauty of the looking of the tubes. So this is our whole production line for the hoist faster change. 3 sizes octagonal tubes. The whole production speed is around 4 to 5 millimeter per minute. The configuration can be customized by your requirement and needs, and also the budget. And you may be worried about the commission of the machine. There is no worry for that. We will commission the machine before leaving the factory and send you the manual of use and also videos of the installation and how to use. Also, all the informations to you. And our warranty time is 2 years for the whole line, 5 years for the motors, and lifetime after seal service. So if you are interested in our machines, please subscribe our channel for our laser communication. Or you have any questions or interests, you can also leave our message. We will contact you later. Okay, now goodbye. Welcome to our next machine.